we are all from the generation that does have old photos, proper photos that we tend to scan or take photos of. Or we had digital cameras and we really didn't pay much attention to setting the right date. And so we have a lot of photos that say they are from the 1st of January 1970 when the digital cameras weren't released until the late 90s. So there are a lot of photos that when we look at them in our library have the wrong date on it. And so you can update or change the date of any of your photos, and you can do more than one at a time. Now I am currently in the library view. Now you can't see where I'm at with my view because of the sidebar button here. But if I touch here on the sidebar, then you can see here that I'm in the library. Now, right now, these are the newest photos that are showing down the bottom. Here's a little green frog in the backyard today. If I want to get back to the oldest photos where I'm probably going to find the old scanned photos, I'm going to just touch here up the top. And when you touch up the top, not on those three dots, but just to the left of those three dots, it will take you all the way back in time. And so here it's saying, here are some photos from 1970. And I know that these photos are not from 1970. I know that these are from, say, 2005. And, if I touch on them, they'll come up saying here, 1st of January, 1970. There must have been a kind of a generic setting of cameras of the day to say 1st of January if you didn't take the time to actually set it in the camera. So if you want to change the date and time of these photos, you touch here on select and you tap on the photos that you want to change, and then you tap on these three dots in the bottom of your iPad here. And at this point, we get a little menu that pops up that says adjust date and time. And so you can touch on here and say, what is the date? Here's the original date. And you could change this. And I'm just going to make this 1980, just so it makes it clear to you. So I'll change it here just to 1980. And I'm going to make it, say, March. And if I wanted to, I could get into the time as well. But I find that just even being approximately in the month that you think it was. Now, I know this was much later than that. I'm just using this as an example so I can show you that the move happens without going hunting through 40,000 of my photos. And now I touch adjust. Now, these three images, they now disappear. And as I move forward, those images here appear in 1st of March 1980. Okay, and so these are with actual videos. Doesn't matter if it's photos or videos. And obviously, I've done this in the past. And here's me. There's the young iPad man, back when the hair was blonde and not grey. And I have adjusted this to the 21st of June 1979. I can see from the image here, that was when the photo was taken. So I'm able to adjust it. So if you have any of those old photos that you've scanned, you can touch on select, touch on each of the photos, and then hit that button down the bottom to adjust multiple ones at once. Now, just to understand what's going to happen, this one says it was taken also in 1979. I don't know, that's year 5, maybe. But that was saying it's the 1st of January, and this one here is saying it's the 21st of June. So if I selected these two photos, and then I tapped the three dots in the circle down the bottom, and I hit adjust date and time, now it's going to pick the first photo. Now, whatever date I adjust this to, it's going to keep the distance between those photos the same. So if I change this to the 1st of January 1980, then the second photo, which was the 29th of June 1979, would be changed to the 29th of June 1980. So it maintains the distance in time between your photos. So if you were scanning them, let's say you were taking photos of old photos 1 month, and then you took photos of the same event another month later. So let's say you had 20 photos of the one event, you scanned 10 photos 1 month, 10 the next month, then when you adjust them all at once, they would be a month apart. Okay, so just understand it's using the first photo you select's date as the one that's changing, and then incrementally keeps the same distance in time between the subsequent photos.